Imagine this. A young woman is being harassed on a busy street. People stop and stare, but nobody steps in to help. The crowd grows larger, but the woman's pleas for help go unanswered. This chilling scenario illustrates a social phenomenon known as the bystander effect. The bystander effect describes a strange pattern of human behavior. When many people witness an emergency, they are less likely to help than if they were alone. The presence of others creates a diffusion of responsibility. Each bystander assumes someone else will take action. This inaction is not rooted in apathy or indifference, rather it stems from a complex interplay of psychological factors that influence our behavior in groups. Understanding these factors is crucial to combating the bystander effect and fostering a more responsive and helpful society. One of the primary reasons behind the bystander effect is the diffusion of responsibility. When responsibility is spread among many people, each individual feels less personally accountable for taking action. We convince ourselves that someone else is more qualified or better positioned to help. Think of it like this. If you were the only person who witnessed a car accident, you would feel an immense pressure to call for help. However, if you were surrounded by 10 other witnesses, that pressure would significantly lessen. You might assume someone else had already called 911 or was tending to the injured. This diffusion of responsibility is exacerbated by a desire to conform to social norms. In ambiguous situations, we look to others for cues on how to behave. If nobody else seems alarmed or concerned, we are likely to interpret the situation as non-emergent and downplay our own sense of urgency. This reliance on social cues can lead to a collective state of inaction, even in the face of clear and present danger. This phenomenon is known as pluralistic ignorance, where individuals privately reject a norm but go along with it because they assume incorrectly that most others accept it. Psychologists John Darley and Bib Latane conducted groundbreaking research on the bystander effect in the 1960s. One of their most famous experiments involved placing participants in a room that slowly filled with smoke. When participants were alone, they were much more likely to report the smoke than when they were in a group with Confederates. Actors instructed not to react. The presence of others, even if those others remained passive, significantly inhibited the participants' willingness to take action. Darley and Latane's research highlighted the powerful influence of social context on our behavior. They found that the bystander effect is more pronounced when the situation is ambiguous, the bystanders are strangers, and the potential costs of intervention are high. These findings have profound implications for understanding why people often fail to intervene in emergencies. The bystander effect is not a sign of moral failing, but rather a natural human response to complex social situations. Understanding the bystander effect is crucial to overcoming it. By recognizing the psychological factors that contribute to inaction, we can empower ourselves and others to be more responsive and helpful in times of need. One effective way to break the freeze is to make eye contact with someone nearby and directly ask for help. This personalizes the situation and assigns responsibility to a specific individual. Bystander intervention training programs can also be effective in teaching people how to overcome their inhibitions and take action in emergencies. Remember, even small acts of courage can have a ripple effect. By being willing to step up and help, we can inspire others to do the same and create a safer and more compassionate world.